Shalom. I want to give all praises, honors, and glories to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash, and the honors to apostles and elders who grant millstone salutations to the hopeful elect. This is your brother, I am Noah Allah from Gemma, Chicago, and I'm going to just do a quick lesson of, what you see on the news, right? And now it's been, the fourth day, right? It's been the fourth day since, Trump has been in office. And his very first day, all right, he started signing executive orders, right? And one of them serious ones is this one you see here on the screen. It says Trump's executive actions kicked off race to courts on birthright citizenship. Doge is just the beginning, and so what this tells you is that what this tells you is that this executive order that Trump has signed, all right? Let's say you have an immigrant, right? He comes into America and he has a woman or whatever, and he pops her, right? And he has children. Man, and the children are born, here in America, right? And they receive U.S. citizenship, right? They're considered as U.S. citizens, right? Because they were born here. Now Trump is signing. Trump is trying to get this executive order passed to where all that would be canceled, right? And now you have ICE raids, right, in many cities already happening. Having immigrants getting deported already, right? They're barging into homes and whatnot, right? And really, Esau is really mainly targeting you so-called Hispanics, Latinos, and it's like you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. And the reason why I say blacks also is because, all right, not only that they're deporting immigrants, such as Venezuelans, Mexicans here and there, Guatemalans and whatnot, they're also deporting Haitians, right? And then, not only they're deporting the illegals, right? They're also deporting, all right, those who didn't commit crimes at all, right? They're still deporting those who are not, us citizens, right? And now it's causing a lot of it's causing a little bit of outrage, here and there, right? But anyways, I'm gonna read into this article. It says President Trump's cascade of executive actions announced soon after he took office has already prompted more than half a dozen legal challenges before the end of his first week, and they're likely just opening salvos in a series of court battles that will play out as federal agencies begin to work of executing the president's directives. In an hour and days after his inauguration, Monday, Mr. Trump has signed more than 50 executive orders, memorandums, and proclamations tackling a wide range of policy issues from immigration to federal hiring and remote work to energy. Yeah, a lot of people are feeling the pain, right? A lot of people are afraid, to get deported. People are losing their jobs already, as far as DEI, which is, stupid to me, all right? It's all that, ABC community type stuff. But but yeah, people are getting mad out here, right? His wave of day one signings wasn't unusual. His predecessors issued more than a dozen executive actions on his first day in the White House, and neither are Mr. Trump's unilateral efforts to change policy, but whether his proposals are ultimately implemented by federal agencies in the face of legal challenges remain to be seen. Already, Mr. Trump ordered seeking to end birthright citizenship and prohibiting federal agencies from issuing citizens documents to children born on U.S. soil to parents in the country illegally or under temporary visas has been subject of at least 4 separate lawsuits brought by 22 states and advocacy groups. Well, really, for example, me, all right, I was born here in America, and really, my parents, they're the Asakarites, right? The Mexicans, the typical Mexicans. But me, I don't speak Spanish. To me, it would be hard for me to speak Spanish, but I do understand Spanish a whole lot when people are talking. But for an example, like me, all right, they would technically, they can't really deport me at all right, because I've been here long enough. But they're talking about those who are born on U.S. soils, all right, newborns on here, on U.S. soils, all right, they cannot obtain U.S. citizenship, all right. And yeah, Esau is mainly targeting you, so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, all right. But anyways, I'm gonna start with this scripture right here. It's Micah 2:1. Woe to them that woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it because it is the power of their hand. And hey, those who are devising iniquity, working evil upon their beds, is Esau. All right, Esau is controlling the entire world. The earth is given unto the hands of the wicked. All right, verse 2. And they covet fields and take them by violence, and the houses and take them away. So they oppress a man in his house, even a man in his heritage. And they, this is what Esau has been doing, all right, for many years. All right, he, it comes to a land, takes them by violence. All right, just like what he has done, all right, to the indigenous when Esau came over here to the Americas. They put Gad into slavery. Right, they put Reuben into slavery. All right, and they take they take people's land by the way of violence. Right, and Esau's still doing that stuff to this very day. All right, by using democracy. All right, stealing other nations' oil. All right. So they oppress a man in his house, even a man in his heritage, and even yeah, Esau, they steal people's inheritance. All right, they steal your heritage. All right, they Esau proclaims himself as they're the children, as they're the chosen people of God, when really they're the devil that the scriptures speak of. All right. And right now, now you're seeing, Esau is really, revealing his horns, especially in these last days, right? But nonetheless, we're going to Daniel 7:20. 19. Then I will know the truth of the fourth beast, which was diverse from all the others, exceeding dreadful, whose teeth were of iron, and his nails of brass, which devoured and brake in pieces and stamped the residue with his feet. And there, the fourth beast, is in the scriptures talking about, the Roman Empire. Right here, America is the revival of the Roman Empire, all right, which is wounded healed, all right. We here in America, this is the revival of the Roman Empire. And and then you're seeing Esau's about to push forth draconian measures, all right, like just like what Trump is doing right now, all right. These would be considered as draconian measures, all right. He's signing off a lot of executive orders, and a lot of it, seems a lot more draconian, and a lot of all these executive orders is something that that we don't know, all right. What most of these orders that he has signed off already. And according to the scriptures, we do understand that Esau has a short time, and he will come down with great wrath. Well, I'm gonna keep reading, which was diverse from all the others, exceeding dreadful, whose teeth were of iron, and his nails of brass, which devoured and brake in pieces, and stamped the residue with his feet, and of his 10 horns that were in his head, and of the other which came up, and before whom 3 fell. Even of that horn had eyes, and a mouth that spake very great things, whose look was more stout than his fellows. And not too long ago, right, Trump has made a speech where America is about to be, America is about to have, this is about to be America's golden age era, all right. Let's go into that word stout. And you got President Donald Trump, all right. He's speaking great things that are to come, all right, for here in America, which is Babylon the Great, the Roman Empire. But hey, that's how according to the scriptures, all right. They they were at the end, all right. This is the word for stout. What it says is great, basically. But it says, and his 10 horns that were in his head, and of the other which came up, before whom 3 fell, even of that horn that had eyes, and a mouth that spake very great things, whose look was more stout than his fellows. And then you even got Trump, it's talking about putting tariffs on Canada and Mexico. You even got Trump talking about how he's not gonna let NATO or the the EU take advantage of America no more, right? But yeah, this right here, or America, is that fourth beast, all right, the revival of the Roman Empire, all right, all back over here again. Verse 21, and I behold, in the same horn made war with the saints and prevailed against them. And the saints is talking about the Lord's chosen people, all right, you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Americans, you true Hebrew Israelites that the scriptures speak of, all right. And this is just the beginning, all right. You haven't seen anything yet. These deportations are nothing, all right, as of right now, all right. Because he saw is ultimately about to come down with great wrath, right? Esau's about to declare martial law, right? I'm gonna get that out right now. Yeah. Revelations 12 and 12. This will be quick. Like, therefore, rejoice ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. And that's what you're seeing right now, right? With Trump, signing off those executive orders, right? And then you got illegals and immigrants, whatever, right? Even those who didn't even commit a crime are getting deported. Even those that they didn't even that that they might even just be in good standard, all right, are getting deported. But soon enough, like again, Raisa is about to declare martial law, and things are about to get real hectic out here in the streets of America. All right, verse 17. And the dragon was wroth with the woman and went to make war with the remnant of her seed, which keep the commandments of Yahweh Hashem, Yahushai, and have the testimony of Yahushai. And the dragon is speaking about Esau, right? And it says, and the dragon was wroth with the woman, and the woman is talking about, all right, Israel, all right. The Lord compares, the Lord describes Israel as his delicate woman, all right. But yeah, Esau is going to continue to make war, all right, with the remnant. Right, ultimately, Esau is trying to come after, all right, the elect men. All right. But in the scriptures, already says in Isaiah chapter 59, verse 19, so shall they fear the name of the Lord from the west, and his glory from the rising of the sun. When the enemy shall come in like a flood, the Spirit of the Lord shall lift up a standard against them. And yeah, Esau is about to come down with that great wrath, right? The enemy is about to come in like a flood. And then, but hey, in the scriptures it says, the Spirit of the Lord shall lift up a standard against him. Alright, that means that, when Esau comes down with great wrath, right, when he comes, after the men of the Lord, right, his elect men, right, the Lord's going to make sure that, Esau or anybody doesn't touch his remnant, alright, his 144,000. But anyways, that was it to that lesson. Alright, I just want to hit on a news topic, right, because, that's the main thing that's going on right now, alright. People are getting deported, right? People are about to lose their jobs. But yeah, I hope this lesson was edifying, and shalom.